You think the CIA is about secret missions, hidden files, and walking through airports with a fake passport. That is the movie version. The real version is slower, quieter, and much harder to survive. Because the deeper you go, the less of your old life you get to keep. Your name becomes flexible. Your past becomes a tool. Your truth becomes something you only say in rooms without windows. This is your life as every CIA Black Ops rank. Level 1, the applicant. It starts like any other job. A website, a form, your education, your work history, your languages, your references. You click submit and tell yourself not to think about it. Then you think about it every day. Months pass. Then one email changes the air in the room. They want to interview you. You fly to Virginia. The building does not look dramatic. No dark castle. No secret elevator. Just fluorescent lights, quiet hallways, and people who do not smile unless there is a reason. They ask normal questions first. Where did you grow up? What did you study? Why do you want this job? Then the questions become sharper. Have you ever lied to an employer? Have you ever stolen anything? Have you ever used drugs? Have you ever betrayed someone who trusted you? You answer carefully, but the room makes every memory feel suspicious. Then comes the polygraph. Small room, white walls, a chair, sensors on your fingers, a strap across your chest. The machine does not know your soul, but it knows your pulse. It knows when your breathing changes. It knows when your body reacts before your mouth does. The examiner asks questions you thought were buried, and slowly, you understand the first rule. The agency is not looking for perfect people. It is looking for people who can be known completely and still function. Weeks later, the letter arrives. You have been accepted. Your family thinks you got a government job. They're not wrong. They're just not close. Level 2, the trainee. They send you to a place everyone talks about without really talking about it. A training facility hidden behind fences, trees, and silence. For the next months, your world becomes smaller and more intense. You wake before sunrise, run in the cold, study foreign governments, study human behavior, study how people lie, study how people break. You learn that intelligence work is not magic. It is patience, patterns, memory, control. You learn how to notice the person who is trying not to be noticed. A car that appears twice. A stranger who looks away too quickly. A conversation that feels casual but is not. You practice moving through a city without becoming part of its story. You learn cover. You learn pressure. You learn how to keep one version of yourself alive while performing another. Then comes the part that changes you. Recruitment. The agency teaches you that people rarely betray their secrets for one reason. Money, belief, fear, ego, loneliness, desperation. Everyone has a door. Your job is to find it. That is when the romance begins to rot. Because you realize spy work is not only about serving your country. It is about entering someone else's weakness and learning how to turn a handle. Not everyone survives that lesson. Some quit. Some fail. Some stay. But something inside them becomes colder. You graduate. They give you a new role, a new purpose, and the first version of a life you will never fully explain. Level 3, the case officer. Your first posting is overseas. Officially, you are attached to an embassy. You attend receptions, shake hands, smile at people you are secretly evaluating. From the outside, it looks boring. Inside your head, every room is alive. Who has access? Who has debt? Who feels ignored? Who hates their boss? Who wants to feel important? Every conversation becomes a map. You meet diplomats, business people, drivers, assistants, ministers, analysts. Most are nothing. One might become everything. Your first asset is not a villain. That surprises you. He is tired, underpaid, overlooked. He has information. He also has problems. You become useful to him. then friendly, then necessary. By the time you ask for something small, he has already crossed the line in his own mind. A document, a meeting note, a name, nothing dramatic. At least that is what you both pretend. Later, you sit alone in your apartment and realize you changed the direction of a man's life without ever raising your voice. That is the second rule. The most powerful operations do not always feel powerful while they are happening. Level 4, the non-official cover officer. Most officers have protection. If they are caught, they are sent home. Embarrassing, dangerous politically, but survivable. You are offered something non-official cover, no diplomatic safety, no embassy badge, no official connection. If you are caught, nobody comes to claim you. The agency will deny you. Your government will deny you. Your cover story becomes your oxygen. You're now a consultant, or a trader, or a logistics manager. Something ordinary enough that nobody remembers it. You live the lie completely. Your neighbors know your fake job. Your partner knows your fake schedule. Your friends know the version of you that can exist in public. The real you becomes smaller, packed away, protected. You check reflections without thinking. Change routes without explaining. Notice exits in every room. You sleep lightly. You trust almost no one. There is a strange loneliness at this level. Not the loneliness of being alone. The loneliness of being surrounded by people who would not recognize you if you told them the truth. Level 5, the field operator. Then the work changes. Less conversation. More risk. You are sent where maps become political and every road has a different owner. The people around you do not wear clean suits. They wear dust. They carry weapons. They know the mountains, alleys, borders, and loyalties better than any briefing ever could. Your job is to find people who do not want to be found. Sometimes you work with local partners. Sometimes you trust them. Sometimes you only trust that their interests match yours for one more day. The missions are short on paper, but long in the body. No sleep, bad food, too much heat, too much waiting, too many decisions made with incomplete information. And sometimes the information is wrong. That is the part nobody puts in the recruitment video. A bad source, a bad coordinate, a face misidentified, a door opened at the wrong hour. You learn to keep moving because the next mission starts before the last one finishes inside your head. They give you praise you cannot talk about, for operations that never happened, in places you were never officially present. Level 6, the team leader. Now other people depend on your judgment. That sounds like promotion. It feels like weight. You lead a small team. Every plan has your fingerprints on it. Every mistake has your shadow over it. Your people look to you when the situation changes. And the situation always changes. A meeting location shifts. A source stops answering. A convoy route becomes unsafe. A friendly face becomes uncertain. You learn that leadership in this world is not about looking calm. It is about making decisions when there is no clean decision left. One night, an operation goes wrong. Not completely, just enough. Enough for someone to get hurt. Enough for a name to be added to the list you carry privately. You write reports. You use careful language, professional language, words like incident, extraction, loss. But no official word explains what it feels like to make it home with one seat empty. That is the third rule. In this line of work, success is often invisible. Failure has a face. Level 7, the station chief. Years pass. Your body starts keeping score. The shoulder that aches when it rains. The knee that never fully healed. The ringing in one ear. The sleep that comes in pieces. You are made chief of station, the senior intelligence officer in an entire country. Every operation flows through you. Every asset, every risk, every secret relationship. You meet ambassadors, ministers, generals, local intelligence chiefs. Some are allies. Some are enemies pretending to be allies. Some are both before lunch. Your office is quiet, but the decisions inside it are not. Approve the meeting. Cancel the operation. Protect the asset. Burn the source. Send the warning. Hold the information. Every choice has consequences, and every consequence may remain classified for the rest of your life. Your family knows less and less about you, not because you stopped loving them, because the truth became too heavy to bring home. Level 8, the black site commander. Then comes the assignment nobody wants to describe clearly. A facility that does not exist, in a place nobody confirms, with people nobody officially holds. The language changes here. Everything becomes softer than what it means. Pressure becomes procedure. Isolation becomes control. Interrogation becomes a program. Lawyers write phrases that sound clean enough to survive a memo. But the rooms do not feel clean. The rooms feel like history watching. Your job is to get information. Information that might stop an attack. Information that might save lives. Information that might be false because fear will make people say anything. That is the moral trap. If it works, you tell yourself it was necessary. If it fails, you wonder what it made you. Some nights, you believe you are protecting innocent people. Other nights, you are not sure which side of the line you're standing on. You leave that place years older than your age, and no record will ever explain why. Level 9, the division director. You return to headquarters. The building feels familiar and unreal. You walk past walls that honor people whose names cannot be spoken. Some are colleagues. Some are friends. Some disappeared into stories that will never be declassified. Now you run a division. Hundreds of officers. Thousands of sources. Budgets that do not appear where ordinary people can see them. You brief powerful people. You recommend operations. You approve risks in countries where nobody admits you are operating. You answer questions in rooms where the official record is only part of the truth. At this level, secrets become a machine, and you are one of the people who keeps it moving. You do not pull the trigger. You do not pass the envelope. You do not sit across from the frightened asset anymore. But your decisions reach all of them. Power becomes distance, and distance makes everything easier to sign. That may be the most dangerous part. Level 10, the ghost. Then one day it ends. A small ceremony, a careful speech, a medal you cannot fully explain. People shake your hand and thank you for things nobody outside the room is allowed to know. You go home, really home. For the first time in decades, nobody gives you a cover story for tomorrow. No flight, no briefing, no late call from a number that should not exist. Just silence. At first, it feels peaceful. Then it feels wrong. You still check the windows. Still notice parked cars. Still wake up at night, listening for sounds that are not there. Your pension is comfortable. Your health care is good. But comfort does not erase memory. The assets who vanished. The operations that went wrong. The names removed from documents. The decisions that followed you home even when the files stayed locked away. You cannot tell the full story. Not to your friends. Not to your family. Maybe not even to yourself. Because the truth of your life is classified. And the parts that are not classified are still too heavy to say out loud. Somewhere right now, another applicant is filling out a form online. They think they are applying for adventure, for purpose, for a chance to serve. They do not know about the rooms without windows, the names that change, the people they will turn, the missions that never happened, the silence after it ends. They think they are applying for a job. They are not. They are applying to become a secret. And secrets always collect a cost.